Hello everybody, this is Jaden with the Apple Stylix, and I just wanted to do a video on one of the newest services by Apple called iTunes Match. It's $25 a year for a subscription, and pretty much it takes your whole entire music library and puts it in the cloud and allows you to access that whole entire music library that's in the cloud from any of your devices, your MacBook, your iMac, your iPod, your iPhone, your iPad, whatever you have. It allows you to access that from any device. Now, the cool thing I like about iTunes Match is the way it works on the Mac. You will go to your iTunes store to access it. You have iTunes Match right here if you need to purchase it. I've already purchased it, so it's not gonna it's not gonna ask me to buy it. I've already purchased that. It'll actually go through a process of scanning your whole entire music library and then uploading it to the cloud. Once it is uploaded to the cloud, I can actually access my whole entire music library as long as everything is uploaded fine, which most of it did. I can access that music from any of my devices without actually having the music on my phone. It'll be streaming actually, and Apple says they don't stream, but I don't know what else you would call it because it connects to the internet and downloads your song as you play it, which in my definition, that's streaming. So I'm going to switch over to my iPhone and show you how. Alright, so I'm on my iPhone 4, and I'm going to go into my, first of all, let's go make sure iTunes Match is on. You would go into settings, and you would go down to music, and at the top, you would actually see iTunes Match. Show all music, that means I can show all the music that's available on the cloud as opposed to all the music that's available on my phone. It's actually on my phone memory. But I'm going to turn that, make sure that's turned on. And let's go into my music. All of the music that I have in my iTunes library that I actually uploaded to iCloud is automatically put on my phone. But it's not really put on my phone. It's, I guess, made available to access from my phone. That's why you have the little cloud. Now I can go to these are all my albums or whatever the case is. Let's go to all songs. I can look at what's already, whenever you see these icons right here, the cloud, that means it's there to play and it's also there to download. I can actually click this and download the song if I wanted to. Matter of fact, let's click that. That's actually going to download the song, and that's almost done. And there, now we have the song, therefore that icon has disappeared because it's now actually on my device. Now I can click on it, play it, and it's actually on my device. Or what I can do is, in order to access the iCloud, let's play this song that's actually on the iCloud. This will actually stream to my phone. And that's actually not on my iPhone itself, so it's not taking up any memory. It saves iTunes Match saves a whole bunch of memory because I can keep my whole entire iTunes library on my phone, and it's really not even on my phone. It's just in the cloud. Now, say I wanted to delete this song, The Creed, that I just downloaded. I can actually swipe over and delete it, and it's still there. It just would play through the cloud now instead. See? So that's how iCloud or iTunes Match actually operates on the phone itself. Everything that has a cloud to it is pretty much what's in iCloud itself. And as I said, all my playlists from my MacBook is all up there. It puts everything that was on your MacBook and your iTunes onto your device or onto your iTunes Match, and then you can access it from any device. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my iPad to show you how that works. Pretty much works the same way. Alright, here we are on my iPad, and I'm using my iPhone to record, so sorry if I do any shaking, but I'm going to go over to my music. Matter of fact, let's go make sure iCloud or iTunes Match is on. I'm going to go into music, and mine's in Spanish, so iTunes Match is turned on. So let's go ahead to the music section of my iPad, and there it is. There's all of my music that's in the iCloud. Now, same way just as I did the iPhone, how it shows the cloud, that means it's accessible through the cloud. And that also means I can download it if I want to, or I can just play it from the cloud itself. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's playing. So that's the same, pretty much the same thing as on the iPhone earlier, as I showed. So, iTunes Match pretty much gives you access to your whole entire music library in the cloud all the time, as long as you have an internet connection. Or you can download it if you want, if you're going to go somewhere you don't have service, or you want to take some stuff on your iPad, you're not going to have Wi-Fi. Just download it, and you can delete it later. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my MacBook. All right, I'm back to the MacBook now. And as we know, now that we know what the icons look like, if you notice these, you can actually stream stuff from your MacBook from the cloud. So once the music is in the cloud, it's there. You can pretty much use that as your hard drive for your music, or your storage for your music. These kind of things right here, I have on my computer, just as we saw on the iPhone and iPad. I can play a song. Let's see. Let's just do the Creed again. I can play it if I want to. Or what I can do is I can actually delete it off of my iTunes library, just as long as I don't hit this, because it'll be in iCloud. Let's go ahead and delete the item, move it to the trash, and there we go. Now it's actually going to stream it. So if I play it again, if you look, see? So it's actually streaming it as long as I have an internet connection. So for those of you who most of your computer is taken up by music, a lot of your memory is taken up by music, you can actually put your stuff in the iTunes Match or iCloud and stream it. So most of the music I don't listen to, daily or whatever the case is, I actually just delete it. If you see, I've deleted a lot of stuff off of my MacBook, and I'm not even done going through it yet. But it's always available. Let's see, I can actually download that if I want to. And that'll go through that process. That way I can keep it on my MacBook if I need to. So it's always there, always accessible. As long as you have an internet connection, it's always there. And if you ever think you're going to need it for offline purposes, then you can always download it just like I did. And if I ever delete it, move it to the trash, it's still there. It's just accessible by iTunes. So, I'm sorry, accessible by iCloud. So that's iTunes Match. I think it's a really good deal. Like I said, I think the limit is 25,000, but as far as I know, I guess it's kind of quoted unlimited data. But I think I've seen somewhere there's 25,000 songs limitation. But it's a good deal. It's $25 a year. I would suggest getting it if you have a lot of iDevices. If you don't have, if you just have a MacBook, then maybe it's not really the best choice for you. But if you have things like iPad, iPod, and a Mac, you have multiple iDevices, I think this is a great product or service. So thumbs up, rate it, check me out, check out some more videos. Let me know what you think about this. If you have any questions, feel free to post at the bottom. I'll make sure I stay up on my replies and everything like that. So have a good one. Deuces.